Hello and welcome to this September 22nd, 2010 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we are taking a look at Vulcan Materials Company, ticker symbol VMC. This is about a $4.9 billion industrial goods company. Taking a look at the pattern, this is a little different than a lot of the stocks we've seen where we've been watching stock after stock rally over the course of the last few weeks. Vulcan Materials actually went down and put in a recent low on Monday, and in doing so, putting in a lower close, you can see that the prices were lower, but the MACD is much higher. So we have a long-term positive divergence in play, and on Tuesday you can see the move back up off of this low with very heavy volume coming in. We think that there's some more room on Vulcan to the upside. First area to take a look at probably is going to be the 50-day moving average. That's generally where we look for a positive divergence to move towards to reset that MACD. So I would look for, right now the 50-day is sitting at $40.49, and we closed on Tuesday at $37.78. So it's got about $2.70 roughly up to that 50-day moving average. If it does get a little bit above the 50-day, there is some pretty significant price resistance that'll come in at about $41.50. You can see from back in February, we had put in a pretty significant low right at about that $41.50 level. We came back down in early March, got close. Again, a couple times in July we got close, and then finally we put in this hammer, which appeared to mark a bottom in early August, but it didn't hold. We continued moving down. You can see with some pretty big volume, we broke down below that $41.50 level, and we haven't gone back up. So I do think 50-day moving average and then that price resistance area, those are going to be the two biggest areas on the chart. And I think too, if you draw a line from the highs back in early May and then again in late July, you'll come up with a trend line that just about intersects right at this price resistance as well. So there's a number of factors there that could bring in a few sellers if VMC actually can get back up to that level. The last time that we saw a positive divergence, actually if you go back here into early July and then again in mid-July, as we were making these lows in July, getting close to this price support level, we also had a divergence that was starting to turn back up. The first low that went in right here with this doji, hammer, whatever you want to call it, on the first day of July, you can see that the MACD was about flat. So I don't know if I'd call it a positive divergence. If it was, maybe it's a slight one. But then the next time when we went down and put in the low, you can see we got down. We tested this intraday low, but we did put in a new closing low, and then we had the positive divergence that crept up on that low, and you can see the bullish engulfing candle that formed at the bottom as well. Now that positive divergence did play out to the 50-day moving average, and then the selling resumed. This time I think it might be different. We might go up, test the 50, pull back, maybe put in a higher low, and then make a breakout to the upside. We'll need to watch it closely to see how things develop, but in the near term things do look a little bit more bullish in that we've got the positive divergences, so a little bit more bullish momentum seems to be working its way into the VMC chart. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at investedcentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.